and I have had chronic pain since a misdiagnosed ear infection spread into my brain, causing bacterial meningitis and almost claiming my life 19 years ago. Essentially, what happened is that my brain swelled, and I can still remember the excruciating pain of my skull being crushed up against itself, primarily because it has continued to feel that way to some extent ever since. I have been diagnosed with post-infection intractable chronic megamigraine, cluster disease, summed up as saying traumatic brain injury, deeply rooted nerve damage, which has now resulted in what they are calling fibromyalgia, right? So prior to the existing pain worsening, I worked in nursing and as an educator, with sights on giving back to the world through service as a doctor. But nothing about my life had been impacted by head pain and all the symptoms who accompany that. But it wasn't until my nerves began acting up too that forcibly caused me to hit a wall. So I had no choice but to step away from just about everything that made up what I had associated as part of my identity. You know, any person can only push themselves for so long before a body's whispers turn into screams, which is now my reality more often than it's not. Pain-free is not a term that I'm able to use to describe a single day throughout an entire calendar year. I'm extraordinarily grateful to have made it, thankful to have a few who have remained by my side, despite all the times I've lost myself in the grief in attempts to navigate this seemingly never-ending losses, even though there's no one outside ourselves that can make that decision to survive. Like an incurable lifelong diagnosis is presented in black and white on paper, but what does that mean for the human being on the receiving end? Well, for me, it looked something along the lines of being curled up on the floor, pleading with the universe, in between bawling my eyes out. So the decision was made there that no other warrior would be left alone or behind. So I began to pour myself into patient advocacy and group support, leading to the birth of Keeping Our Heads Up, which has positively impacted the lives of many, including the saving of my very own. So having endured this way of living, I have come to the conclusion that nothing I have gone through in life is personal. We all carry a burden of some sort in our own way, because that's just part of existence on this planet. It is so meaningful to connect among others who can relate to and understand whatever it is that you're going through, and a gift to know that at some level there's a pre-existing, deeply rooted connection we already share as humans. Unfortunately, right now, too many of us who are impacted by ailments, whether spotted with the naked eye or not, are left to our own devices, under the impression, the general opinion is that the world would be better off without us because our conditions are burdensome. That is what makes campaigns like this so important. All it takes is an accident, diagnosis, unforeseen event, or circumstance to alter a person's life forever, which is why everyone should care about everybody. What if it were a loved one? What if it were you? Let this serve as a declaration that we're so much more than any label. Our stories matter. We're in this together. How can we turn pain into power? This Storyathon is a valuable opportunity to demonstrate doing just that, and I'm honored to be a part of it. There's nothing invisible about this. Hoping everyone can see clearly out there and hear our roar. Shout out to US Pain for this opportunity. Keep your heads up out there, and happy Pain Awareness Month 2019.